Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Bee and I am so happy you guys decided to join. Today's video is going to be over the new Pat Mcgrath palettes. So I ended up picking up the Divine Rose 1, which is the Mothership 7, and the Divine Rose 2, which is the Mothership 8. I believe this one is limited edition. So I have both of these palettes. And I also picked up the Lip Trio from the Divine Rose 2 collection. And I love this packaging. It's so freaking beautiful. I love Pat Mcgrath packaging. She is my favorite luxury brand. So if you guys want to see me trying out both of these palettes, please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm actually going to demo the Divine Rose 2 right now, and I will insert a clip of me using the Divine Rose 1, but this is what it looks like. I've kind of swatched the living crap out of it, but this is what it looks like. It's very beautiful. I did watch a few videos on this palette. It's the bolder sister. It's more deeper complexion, skin tone friendly, and I must say it's very beautiful. So I'm going to do one look on one eye and one look on the other eye, just to demo on screen, and just so that we can see the other palette, the Divine Rose 1 palette. This is what Divine Rose 1 looks like. So it's very soft in the palette, and it looks, you know, like pretty average for a palette, and it's not something I was like drooling over whenever she launched this one the first time around. But now that I have it in my possession, it is such a beautiful palette. It's definitely understated to look at, but once you put it on your eyes, it's so beautiful, and I love all of it. And I'll insert I'll do swatches at the end of the video of everything, but yes, so this is Divine Rose 1, and it's very beautiful. It can be very smoky, it could be very everyday. I mean, I love that she puts these special shades in there just to like spice up the makeup look. Going into this palette, I am going to pick up this shade right here. This is Naked Blush. Yes, Naked Blush. And I'm going to put this all over my crease. Pat Mcgrath shades are so pigmented. You just need the lightest touch. Too much can like bunch up in one area, I've learned. So just kind of keep that in mind. They're very pigmented, and a little does go a long way. So I definitely would recommend starting off softer and then build up the intensity. Again, I'm using Naked Blush, and I'm just putting this all over the crease. And you know, you want to spend a little bit of time blending everything. So I am just going to blend this out just a little bit more than I normally would. This is such a beautiful shade too. It's very pretty. Okay, on a different brush, I'm actually going to pick up this shade right here. This is Extreme Mahogany, right? Is it Mahogany or Burgundy? I'm sorry, Burgundy. I'm just gonna add that right here at the corner. And I already have my face done just because I did not want to waste any time. I actually did my face probably about 2 hours ago. Working around a baby's schedule is just, it's the most. So he's sleeping right now. Hopefully I have longer than 30 minutes, but I'm only counting on 30 minutes right now. So I'm just going to add that there into the outer corner. On a different brush, I'm actually going to pick up, I'm going to keep it pretty like, I'm going to keep this side pretty like daytime-ish. I'm actually going to pick up Eleganza, which is this shade right here, on a kind of more tapered flat brush, and I'm just going to pick that up. This one I think is a like satin metallic shade, and I'm just going to sweep this all over the lid space and kind of blend it. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and add Naked Blush back because I think we've kind of just lost it. So I'm adding that in. And then I'm gonna go back in and add just a touch again to Extreme Burgundy. On a flat brush, I'm gonna pick up Extreme Burgundy, just a little bit of it, and I'm gonna just add it onto this outer corner right here. Just to the outer portion. Okay, and then on the other side of that brush, I'm going to pick up Naked Blush and I'm going to add it onto the other side of my inner corner. Just kind of marry those two shades together now. Okay, and I'm just going to, I don't have any fallout on this side, but I just wanted to just clean it up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's that. I am going to pick up Skin Show Nude, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Skin Show Rose Opal. It's this one right here, and I'm going to add this into the inner corner. All right. Okay, so moving on to the next eye. So I am going to start off with Naked Blush again, this one right here, but we're going to use the bold color, so I'm going to use that as my transition shade, and I'm just going to add that right in here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of blow this one out a little bit, a lot higher. This one is going to be the bold makeup look, because we're going to use Extraterrestrial, and then we're going to use that really hot pink. So I just want to make sure I'm laying the foundation down for that hot pink shade and I'm laying it correctly. So I am going to kind of V this one out a little bit. So I'm just going to create a nice little V shape here from my lower lash line and just start building it up. I am using a Sonia G Classic Crease. This is from her Sky Eye Set. I absolutely love it. I believe they are in stock and you can buy them individually instead of the set. So if there's a brush that you like, definitely take a look at them. I have not been disappointed with her brushes. All of them have been amazing. The ones that I've used anyway. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. I'm just going to keep adding a little bit more. On a more tapered brush, I need a more tapered brush. This is a synthetic brush. I believe this color is not, this one is considered a pigment. So I'm just going to start adding this here. And then I'm just going to bring this down because actually I think I'm going to want this shade all the way over here, and then I'm going to add this Extraterrestrial on the end. So this one is a pigment and it can stain your eyes, is why I'm using a synthetic brush, because I don't want, I mean, I don't know that it would stain my natural hair brushes, but I definitely don't want my natural hair brushes to be damaged or stained. And I'm actually going to use my, I was going to use my finger, but I don't think I want to. I'm going to use a flat shader brush and I'm going to get it wet. Well, I'm going to get the product wet. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up Extraterrestrial. It's this trichrome right here. So it's like, I think it's more like green, gold, pink, and purple. I see green, I see gold, I see pink, I see purple. So it's a multi-chrome. She calls it a trichrome because I guess there's technically 3 colors in there, but it reflects all different colors for me. So I'm just gonna place this right here at the base of the lash line, kind of in this area where there's no shadow. And I'm gonna try and do the same thing where I just kind of kept everything pretty triangular at the end. So I'm gonna try and keep that flicked out at the end. I'm gonna go back in and add in some of, what is that pink shade called? Rose Seduction. I'm sorry, that's what that pink shade is. I'm gonna add some Rose Seduction back into here just to kind of blend them. Then I'm gonna go back into my Sonia G brush and pick up Rose Seduction again. Tap it off, and I'm gonna add, kind of just go back in and add some color up here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of what is it? The either Astral Pink Moon. I think I'm gonna add Astral Pink Moon right on top of that. And I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line with VIII Extraterrestrial. I'm actually gonna pick up Astral Pink Moon with my finger just a little bit, and I think I'm just gonna press it right here. I don't want to get it too, I mean, it's going to transfer a little bit, so I'm just going to keep it right there, so it's like nice and sparkly. And then, like I said, I'm going to add VIII Extraterrestrial on my lower lash line, and I'm using a flat brush for that. And I'm just going to line it like this, just to lay the color down there, and then I'm gonna grab a different brush and I'm gonna like really smoke it out with a different brush. I just needed to get like really close, and then now I'm just blending it out. I had a little bit of fallout on this eye just because I added that Astral Pink Moon on there, and that's more like a topper shade, so there's glitter flecks. There's not really like a heavy base to it, but not too much. So I'm just gonna use my little brush here and just gonna dust it off. Okay, and then for my inner corner highlight, I think I'm gonna go into Bronze Rose 005, right? Bronze Rose 005. It's gonna be this shade right here, the one right above Extraterrestrial. And I'm just going to add that to my inner corner. Okay, so on this eye, I don't know what's irritating it, but my eye just got really red right on this side right over here. I really don't know what's irritating it. That's strange. I don't know if it's this palette or not. Maybe it was the brush when I was smoking out and I just irritated my eye. I'm not sure. It doesn't like burn or ache or hurt or anything. It's just really red. That's strange, and I don't have necessarily sensitive eyes, so I don't know what's going on with that, actually. That's very odd. Maybe I just need to wash my brushes. I don't know, but that is very odd. Okay, so I am going to do liner and lashes offline, and then we'll come back and we'll do lips on camera. So be right back. Okay, so I have my lashes on. I'm actually wearing magnetic lashes, y'all. These are the Eylure Pro Magnetic Liner and Lash System. It's faux mink, and it's in this style, faux mink volume. And I think they work so great. So this is my first time wearing them on camera, but my third time wearing them in real life. And I wore them for the second time during the week for work, and I literally put them on at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they lasted till about 5 p.m. I mean, the inner corner started to come off a little bit because my eyes get really watery, so I don't actually, on this eye, I strategically kept it away from my inner corner. But yeah, they like lasted all day long, and they were super comfortable. So the thing that I do to make it work for me is I use my own liquid liner to sketch out where I'm going to put the magnetic liner, and I haven't done it yet, but I've just been using this brush tip applicator to like put it on there. I think it might work better if the applicator was a little bit thinner, like if the brush tip was just a little bit thinner, but I haven't tried it yet. I want to try using like a winged liner brush to see if I can apply it better and thinner, but you definitely need 2 layers of the magnetic liner, like at minimum. I haven't tried 3. 3 seems like it would be a little too goopy, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Okay, so I want to go ahead and put these 2 on, and or these 3. This is the Divine Rose 2 Peach collection, or the Peach kit. I got the peachy one. It comes with a liner, a gloss, and a lipstick. I've tried Pat Mcgrath's lip glosses, which I like. This is the Peach Perversion Peach Perversion Lust Gloss Lipstick. I think the shade is called Peach Perversion, and this is what she looks like. There is kind of like a sweet cake scent to it, like a vanilla cake scent. This one is the Lip Pencil 303 in Buff. Oh, and it comes with a sharpener. Hey, Pat Mcgrath, coming through with the sharpeners. So here is the pencil, and then the lipstick in the shade. This is the Matte Trance lipstick in 048 Christy, and this is what they look like. Oh, it's so luxe, and this is the shade. Beautiful. This is like a beautiful. This is like almost the color of my lips, but obviously prettier. I'm gonna line my lips, my crusty AF lips. I'm gonna line them. And then, so this is the shade Buff. Oh my God, they're so crusty. I hate lining my lips. I'm just not good at it. My lips are so dry, they're flaking. It's disgusting. Okay, so this is Buff, which this is a really pretty color. So now we are going to use the shade Christy. And it glides right over my crusty lips. So this is actually a really pretty color. I am loving it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this shade Peach Perversion to the top. But that's the combo. So this is what the final makeup looks for the Divine Rose 2. So Divine Rose 1, like I said, is more of a like softer, more romantic palette compared to the sister Divine Rose 2. So this one's a little bit softer in color. It's definitely more everyday, more wearable, more user friendly, with the option of amping it up with these 4 special shades. I really do love this one right here. It's like the topper shade. It's just so glittery, and it's beautiful, and it just gives your eyeshadow like this glass finish, and it just looks so stunning. So stunning. It is chunky, okay, so keep that in mind, because it is a topper and there's just glitter in it, but it's very, very beautiful. My other favorite shade in this palette is this one right here, which is Lovelace. It's like a really super silky metallic shade, and it's cool tone, but it has like this beautiful rosiness to it, and it's just so stunning. Like it just has this nice, it's almost like a rosy lavender shade to it, and it's just very, very pretty, and it pairs really, really well with Valoria. Valoria is a nice soft matte, it's a cool tone matte shade, and I think it's the matte version of Lovelace, honestly. Like it's cool toned, it's dusty, it's mauvey, but it's pretty. Like it almost has like, it looks like a pale, like deeper cool tone lavender to me, this one right here. Those shades right here, that's what makes it everyday and wearable. And then when you get into these special shades like this one right here, which is VR Rose Venus, it is stunning. I mean, it just has like this beautiful peachiness to it, and it's soft and it's silky. And you know what? This shade right here would look amazing with rose blush. And let me swatch rose blush. I mean, it just looks so beautiful. And these two shades next to each other, they're just so complementary. Honestly, this palette was so underrated to me because I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. It's just plain Jane. But man, was I wrong. I totally ate my words. I love both the palettes. They're amazing. I think they work for everybody. I think this would still look really nice on deeper complexions, but definitely Divine Rose 2 is deeper skin tone friendly. It's bolder, it's a little bit louder. It would look beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous on deeper skin tones. Like this shade right here and this shade, this flip, it would look amazing on deeper skin tones. I love all my Pat Mcgrath palettes, y'all. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I might just do a dedicated swatch video to just sit here and swatch all of my Pat Mcgrath palettes. So I have 4 Motherships and then 2 of the little smaller ones, the Sublime palettes. And you know what? That sounds like a great idea where we're just gonna get together, swatch a bunch of Pat Mcgrath palettes. I think I'm gonna put that on my list, on my queue. And I love it. I know it's not budget girl friendly, but if I had to pick which one to recommend to anybody, I would recommend, honestly, Divine Rose, because it is everyday. There's nothing wild about this palette. It's very understated, and it's understated in such a beautiful way where you can still amp up any makeup look that you get out of there. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me doing Divine Rose 1 and Divine Rose 2 in one video. I love it. I will do a dedicated video to either of these if you want me to. That way we can do start to finish with one or the other. I do have a lot of new makeup that I want to try out, so that is next up in my queue. You guys know I love filming. I miss filming. It's just very hard for me to film with my baby, and I'm still shocked he's still sleeping right now. There he is. I gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.